In this tutorial video, we're going to be seeing how to apply polymorphism in Java. Now, in the previous video, we spoke about the theory behind polymorphism. So simply put, polymorphism is what allows actions to act differently based on the object performing the action, or the object the action is being performed on. So in this example here, we have three classes: animal, dog, and cat. Animal being the superclass, dog and cat both being subclasses of animal, as you can see here. So in each of the classes we have our normal fields and constructor, and what we've done here for this example is we've added a method called makeSound. So basically, when this method is executed, in the case of the animal here, the animal makes a sound. You also find that in the dog and cat subclasses, we also have that same method here, makeSound. Except in this case, the behavior of the method changes, because in the case of the dog makes a woof sound. And same principle for the cat makes a meow sound. So we have the same method in all three classes, but with different behaviors. So keep that in mind. Now, going back, or let's go to our main program here, and as you can see, we're creating three objects. So let's look at the first object here. So we're instantiating a object type animal called animal using the animal constructor, and then obviously inputting the values of the fields here. So nothing different here. Here, in the second line here, we're instantiating an object type animal named cat, but using the cat constructor. Now, why can we do that? Well, basically, if you remember, cat, for example, is a subclass of animal. Okay, so cat inherits the fields of its parent's class or of the superclass. So a cat is an animal. So that's why we can create a object type animal, but using the cat constructor. And the same reasoning for this line here. We're creating an object type animal named a dog, but again using the constructor of the dog class, because dog is also a subclass of animal. So a dog is an animal. And then here we have, we're calling out the method makeSound corresponding to each of the objects we just created. So this is where it gets interesting, and this is where the concept of polymorphism comes into play. It should be noted that in the first call to makeSound here, so animal.makeSound, the reference type is animal, and the object being referenced is animal. So we're calling out the method makeSound to the object animal, which is a type animal, and the object being referenced is an animal, as I just said. So when a call to makeSound is made, so the method makeSound is made, Java waits until runtime to determine which object is actually being pointed to by the reference. Excuse me. So in this case, the object of the class is of the class animal. So the makeSound method of the animal class will be called. So in this case, this method here. Okay. So that's the result we should get returned. We'll see if that's the case afterwards. In the second call to makeSound here, the reference type is animal, and the object being referenced is cat. So cat, the object cat is type animal, is a type animal. So in this case, the object is of the class cat. So the makeSound method of the cat class will be called. So this method will be called for the object cat, and this is Java that determines this. It waits until runtime and it determines which object is actually being pointed to by the reference. And then finally, in the last case, the object is of the class dog, so the method make sound of the dog class will be called up. So this is what is known as dynamic method binding. That's the term. That's the term. That's what it's called. That's the term used for this principle. So let's run the program now to see if that's the case. So as you can see, in the case of the animal, the method make sound of the animal class is called up. For the cat, the method from the cat class is called up, and then finally for the dog, the method from the dog class is called up. So that's how to apply polymorphism in Java.